Hey guys, this is your word study lesson for this week. This week you're moving on to homographs, okay? So, things are a little bit tricky between homonyms, homophones, homographs, but we're talking about homographs. Homographs are words that are spelled the same, they have different meanings, and they may be pronounced the same or they may be pronounced differently. So it's a little tricky, but the main thing is that they're spelled the same, but they have different meanings, which means that sometimes they're different parts of speech. I'm going to show you here. I made a lovely chart. We have our verb, noun, adjective, and adverb, and we're going to look at some sentences and try and figure out if these homographs, which part of speech they are, okay? So my first sentence is, I object to you coming with me. So this word is object. I object to you coming with me. In this sentence, the word object is a verb. So I'm going to put it here underneath my verb symbol. Now, we're going to use the same word. That toy is an interesting object. Notice I pronounced them different. This is object, this is object, but they're spelled the same and they have different meanings. Okay, so object, we obviously know that an object is a thing, so that's a noun. So I have two words, they're spelled the same, they're pronounced a little bit differently, and they're different parts of speech because they have different meanings. Let's do a couple more. Don't desert him. Okay, don't desert him. In this case, desert is a verb. You're right. Thank you. Please stop. Okay. Now, again, we're going to go with the same word. It's spelled the same. This is pronounced a little bit differently. It has a different meaning. The desert is very dry. So desert, we know, is a thing. So it's going to go under my nouns. Let's see. We'll start like this, and then I'll have to put some over top probably. Okay. Next, tie your bow. Okay. A bow is a thing. So again, this is going to be a noun. Okay. Now I have, you must bow to the queen. Bow. Bow is an action. It's something you must do. So that is a verb. Okay. Next, I have lead is a dangerous metal. Well, lead is what my sentence is talking about, and it is a thing. So it's going to go over here. I'll put it underneath. I think you can still see it. Okay. Then this one, look again, same word. It's spelled the same, but listen to how I say it. Lead the way down the path. So the first one was led. This one is lead. And lead is doing something. So that is a verb. And now our last set of words. Okay. The invalid was in a wheelchair. Invalid is a person who is sick or stuck, who is injured. And so the invalid is a person. So it's going to be here. Then I have the word invalid. Your password, is invalid. This one's a little bit different, okay? Because this is not a noun or a verb. In this case, invalid is an adjective. So we're going to put it over here. So if you notice, a lot of times our words are the difference between a verb and a noun. But there are other ones, like we have an adjective. There can be adverbs. They can be different parts of speech. Most of the time they seem to be verbs and nouns, but you do have to pay attention and be careful, okay? So quick review. Homographs, spelled the same, have a different meaning, and they may be pronounced the same or they could be pronounced differently. Some examples of ones that are pronounced the same is March and March. March as in the month of March with a capital M, and March as in I'm marching down the hallway. Okay, those are pronounced the exact same, but they still have different meanings. Okay, so your follow-up is I gave you two sentences with a pair with homographs in them. So your first word is slide. One says, like, I like to go down the slide, and the other one said the boys slide on the ice. So here you have a noun and a verb, and in those cases you had to drag and drop a picture of a slide and then the boys sliding on the ice. So what you're going to do is you have to insert pictures to show me which one is which. All right, thanks guys.